Hi, everyone. My name is Dave Scahill, and with me here today is Sandy Ampudia, and we are from the Discovery Source. We're super excited to be a part of the Early Learning Coalition and the United Way of Central Florida to bring you these wonderful social emotional kits for your toddler classrooms and family childcare homes. So we wanted to do an unpacking of the materials that you received recently. And we're going to start off with showing you Tucker Turtle. Tucker is a scripted story that has Tucker and his friends at the Sunny Stream School. And Tucker is going to help teach young children about self-regulation skills. So along with that, we put together a poster for you because here's the Tucker technique, which you'll learn throughout this session here. And then we put together some cards they're made into a little card set. You take them apart and put them on a ring. And Tucker is just an amazing technique to help with social emotional skills. Sandy, you want to, one last thing, and almost forgot. We have Tucker Puppet. Hi, everybody. And Tucker tucks into his shell. And we'll talk a little bit more now. Sandy, you want to let them know what to do with Tucker Turtle?
It's not only cute, it's so effective. Did you ever hear about an effective technique that can help young children as your toddlers to develop self-regulation skill? So this is the Tucker technique. You have all 4 different materials available to help children to understand what are some steps that they need to practice to develop self-regulation skills. But you're like, but we're talking about toddlers. Yeah, that's why we're here, to help you support that daily practices that can help young children as toddlers to develop some calming and self-regulation skills. As Dave was presenting to you, you have the book that you can introduce that technique, like bringing a new book into the classroom and talking about how sometimes we like to play with our friends, but sometimes children like to kick and push, and then their friends are not feeling happy with that. So remember, toddlers are developing language, and you are describing feelings, emotions, actions, throughout the day. So it will be important for you to start labeling more feelings, strong feelings and positive feelings. So when children are exhibiting some of these emotions, you are putting a name on it. So that's the first step that you will find in that Tucker technique, is how Tucker can identify how he's feeling. When he's having problems or he's not getting along with his friends, how he's feeling. Ask your toddlers how they're feeling. Label, describe, acknowledge how they're feeling when they're upset, when they're disappointed, when they're mad. And then what are the things that we can do? We know toddlers are very impulsive, so they like to push or pull. So we can help toddlers to learn how to stop. Can we play stop and go games? Can we go around and then stop? Did you ever play freeze games with your toddlers, that they understand that they are in control of their actions and movement? We can play that, so that also Tucker, and you can bring the puppet and ask children to play with the Tucker technique, how to stop. And then one day when they notice, and you can bring the puppet anytime, just could be the mascot in your classroom. They can touch it, they can tell them who they are. Remember nice touches, how children can do this? So that Tucker technique can help them to stop, then to go into the shell and practice breathing exercises. Not just 1, but 2 and 3 times, that they can feel calm, and they can, when they're calm and relaxed, then we can think of a solution. Let's try to practice breathing exercises with our young children every day. When they're in a good mood, when you're having a transition, remember you're offering learning opportunities with them. And then when you notice that they are ready, then you can bring all the different parts of the technique. They're just 4 steps. If they are toddlers and they cannot go into the shell, the whole exercise, they can go into their t-shirts and practice breathing exercises. The idea is that they can listen to the breathing, that they can listen to your voices, and you little by little are helping children to know what are things that they can do. They can calm down. And you're using positive language, telling children what to do and how to do it. So these are the 4 steps of the Tucker technique.
Awesome. And so we also added Tucker Turtle at Home scripted story for you to be able to send this home with parents and give them an opportunity to read the story and talk about the Tucker technique. And we also added in on the card set so the families can show the card, and then on the back, they can look and be reminded of this is the 4 steps. So as they're showing the card, they can also read these steps on the back of the card. How important is it to get parents and families engaged?
And remember, if you're doing this in your classroom, children will start repeating this at home. And ideally, if we're on the same page, children will learn the skills easier. And if families have the same materials, that children, the same visual cues that you are promoting in your classroom, children will know what to do. So you are also encouraging, engaging families in the use of these materials, and then promoting social emotional skills, not only at school, but at home too.
And we also added in a set of books, Amazing Me set. So we can give children the opportunity to feel amazing and read these stories to them. They can dance, they can sing, toddlers love to move. So what do you think about emotional literacy and these book sets?
Remember, we as teachers, we need to read a book every day, right? So what about if you target some of these books and you make connections and you integrate some of these skills into the book? We're also helping children to develop self-confidence. They need to know what are things that they can do by themselves, especially toddlers. They want to be independent, right? They're like, no, I can do this, but they still need your help. Each of these books is describing what are things that toddlers and young children can do independently. And then as time progresses into your daily routine, you can integrate and describe using positive language. These are the things that we can do. You can dance, you can move your body, you can put your pants up. There are all these different skills that you are helping children to know what they can do and how they feel about it. When they are performing and they're learning these skills, you also are telling them, you should be so proud of yourself. You wash your hands, you're drying your hands, you're throwing that plate in the garbage. You're telling them how they are doing and how they're performing behaviors that you like to see more often, and children are developing confidence on the things that they can do by themselves.
Yes, so we also added in, we know toddlers love to dress up, and when we are able to catch them doing things that you're trying to teach them and be, really award them with positive behavior and make them feel special. What do we throw in there in the kit?
We have a super friend cape.
Super friend cape. So they can walk around feeling extremely good about how they are being a good friend, or they're sharing, or yeah, there we go. Sandy's going to model it for you.
Like, how wonderful it is to offer positive attention in your classroom. Did you ever give children stickers, high fives, good jobs? This is a positive reinforcer. Did you want to target a specific behavior that you would like your toddlers to do more often? Remember, they're developing language. Would you like your toddlers to say, can I have it, please? Can they use the word please? They say, please, please? Yeah, yes. Every time that you hear the word please, you're like, we have a super friend in the house. And then Johnny is saying please to Carla because he wants to use, remember, you are describing what you see, what you're hearing children doing, babbling, using, but then you're also using this positive attention so they know, oh, this is what my teacher want me to do, please. You say, yes, you are a super friend. Remember, clear behavior expectations. You need to let your children know for how long they're gonna wear the cape. Like for the next 5 minutes, our super friend is wearing the cape and you can let them walk, fly, dance with the cape. Remember, when you're offering positive attention, be sure that every toddler in your classroom get a chance to wear the cape at least once during that week.
That's awesome. And then also a little surprise item that people aren't sure what these are sometimes is our self-talking phones. And we put 2 of them in here so that you could give one to each toddler and they can all share it. But Sandy, what do you think about these tools and how they can support social emotional development and language?
You're like, oh, they're cute. They're not cute. They are amazing. If you just have it, go and talk to yourself and listen to the wonderful feedback that you receive. Also, don't you have toddlers that they're like, teacher? You're like, quiet voices, soft voices. Oh, give that toddler that self-talking phone and say, come in. They're like, and they're like, immediately they'll receive the feedback. You're like, oh, did you listen to how hard, how high, how strong is your voice? They'll be like, and they'll try, can you try to call me and use a soft voice, a lower voice? So you can help children to understand not only how to regulate their voices, but also you can help children to practice one of the most important social emotional skills when children are developing self-regulation and they're getting to know others and they're becoming social beings. They love to play with others, but they need to learn how to take turns. And you know that when we're having a conversation, we're developing a turn-taking system because we're taking turns in conversation. So can you call me? Dave, can you give me a call?
Hi, Sandy. How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello.
Now it's my turn. So you can help children to understand the turn-taking system and listening. And now your turn talking. We love children to learn how to take turns in different ways. They're playing, they're having fun. You're using different strategies to facilitate the development of these skills throughout the day. So keep using the self-talking phone and also remember, use positive language to help children to understand what are things that they can do. The same idea, you have the Amazing Me books. Would you like to use some of these descriptions when they're doing the right thing and let them know? Or you're using your walking feet. Say, I'm walking with my feet. I'm holding the cup with 2 hands. They're like, I'm doing this? Yes, this is what you're doing. So use a lot of descriptions with positive language, telling children what to do and how to do different routines and different behaviors throughout the day.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited that you have these materials. We hope that they are going to make a huge difference in your classroom and family childcare setting and with your families as well. Thank you very much, and we wish you all the best.
Please keep us posted. If you have wonderful results and you want to share this with your Early Learning Coalition, with your colleagues, let them know what are the things that are working, and thank you for everything that you do every day for all our children and families.
Best wishes. Thank you.